Welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm joined by
Jason
and Kelly, or not Kelly.
Erik. You know that you're half dwarf, right?
I think
What if I'm
Erik,
the Brad Pitt of dwarf kind?
Kelly, his wife, fucked it a lot.
What's up, guys? It's Steve. I had hair when I was younger.
Like, watch this, guys. I'm gonna totally make them do it. Oh! Fireball.
What's up, guys? It's Steve with Hab Gaming, and welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I am joined by
Erik?
Kelly.
Apparently, they're both unsure about who they are at the moment in time. I'm Rick.
This week we watched Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, directed by Chris Columbus, written by John Hughes, starring I was going to call him Malcolm. Macaulay Culkin, Joe Pesci, and Daniel Stern. IMDb synopsis: 1 year after Kevin McAllister was left home alone and had to defeat a pair of bumbling burglars, apparently, burglars, he accidentally finds himself stranded in New York City, and the same criminals are not far behind. So what'd you guys think?
Those criminals,
finds himself
they know how to hunt him down, apparently.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because, talk about the wrong place at the wrong time again.
You know, they must have, taken, lessons from Michael Jackson. You know.
Jesus Christ.
Oh boy. Michael Jackson's like, hunt them down.
Oh yeah.
Hunt them down.
I guess it works out with Macaulay Culkin, too.
Oh, wait, no, I
Oh god, I totally forgot about that. Wasn't he one of the kids?
Yeah.
Oh fuck,
Yeah,
I totally fucking forgot about
That didn't
that.
happen to me.
Oh god,
That didn't happen to me.
I totally
it's
forgot
like-
about that. Oh god, that's just fuck.
Yeah, they were doing, like, Pepsi commercials or Coca-Cola.
Yeah, that
Probably
just went on a whole nother level of bad I didn't realize.
right off the bat.
Yeah, there we go. God damn it.
Don't you guys wish, like, if there's one type of AI that I would be like, I would sign on for immediately, that's a AI that tracks down, like, child pervs and then sends a Zuckerbot to your house and he bonks you on the head and you just die. Right?
Zuckerbot. Because we all know this is going to be controlled by
it would show
Meta,
up,
right?
he'd knock on the door. I'm going to show you my style. And you're like, uh-oh.
Stoyle.
A sucker fucker.
A Zuckerfucker.
and then then it's
The
all done with
Zuckerfucker
that.
2021.
Now these two fucking guys, I don't know if a fucking Zuckerbot could do anything to these two guys.
No, they've been hit by so many things in the head, they would be dead, or at least in a coma.
I mean, the fall at the end there with the kerosene rope, that fall.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Dude, you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
You're dead. You can't fucking serve that. You're dead.
If you do, like, you'd be laying there for a good while, not be able to chase a 9-year-old or whatever down the block.
No,
Like,
yeah,
your
he
brain would be
definitely devised a near lethal trap there that it's either gonna kill you or maim you pretty fucking bad. Like, you're not gonna be okay, like, for the rest of your life after that.
Erik, I think that these two might be related to you because they have your genetic ability of the strongest head in the fucking world.
Right.
At least in that sense. So it's like maybe distantly related somehow. So they've got the same noggin as you because they can take a fucking hit with anything. Paint cans, big ass fucking, was that an axle or something like that? That came down. Just a brick. A couple of them.
Did we lose
Fucking
him?
ridiculous. I don't know. Did we?
I don't
Maybe.
hear him anymore. I think we lost him.
They're muted.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just like fucking slamming you in the head. But apparently Erik is in the middle of something. So, Ricky, I feel like hiding inside of those fucking, like, why did they leave the little houses? Like, their plan was to get into the thing. Like, you're risking getting caught by leaving and then going back in
Yeah.
the little houses. So you're like just kind of hanging out. You should have just stayed there.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Oh yeah.
But no, these guys have to leave, and then they come into contact with their worst fucking enemy, and somehow decide that they need to kill the kid.
Yeah.
Just go, just leave, just disappear.
exactly.
mean, after the first Christmas, wouldn't you just like see that kid and just sprint away?
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't want anything to do with him.
Oh yeah.
He's
Like,
outsmarted me once.
Older and smarter.
Yeah. And more vicious. His dad has taken him to some fucking mob disposal parties.
Yeah.
And he's learned some more stuff.
Like no fucking
And just,
shit.
you know, this is the kid the mob sends in. And everybody's like, oh, look at this cute little fucker. And then he just fucking annihilates everybody with household objects and shit.
Exactly.
Fucking flamethrowers. And
Eventually, the fucking CIA gets a hold of him, makes him into a fucking special fucking undercover agent. You know.
he just sets up safe houses everywhere to lure people in and then takes them out.
Exactly.
If you need your base booby trapped, this kid's going to fucking do it. We're like, Kevin, we need to step up the lethality to this. I'm already like murdering so many people. You really need to kill more? Yeah, we're going to need some chemical weapons or something in here. This is fucking ridiculous, guys. So, yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, they're like, those guys are berserk.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like, first of all, that kid just like lays a massive beat down on him.
Yeah.
and then the very next year, they're like, hey, look, oh my God, it's that kid. And they're like, hey, all right, look, if you're a real piece of shit, I totally get like grabbing the kid, bonking him in the head, being like totally done with it.
Yeah.
Okay. But you can't do that with the kid. I mean, most people, I would imagine, even like shitty criminals like them, aren't actually going to do it. It's one of those things. It's like when you tell your kid, like, I'll throw you through the fucking wall or something, like on F is for Family. You're not actually going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, okay, so like, also my thing is here. Okay, look, these two are criminals, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't they just get a gun?
They did have a gun.
Okay, why didn't they just like see the kid and just be like,
Well, I think when they encounter him again, because that's what they kept taking him to the park for. They wanted to just off him in the park. But they when they saw him again, he was luring them away. And he had a picture, so they needed to get the picture in case he gave it to somebody.
Though, they could just like, as soon as they got to the fucking house, they're in the alleyway. They could have just fucking shot him on the fucking, the fucking step there and be like, all right, like, and then just be like, okay, like, we'll just go get the picture now from his dead fucking body, and we'll just dump it in a dumpster, and it'll be like, oh, some random fucking, gang violence killed this kid.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, now we gotta deal with this fucking asshole anymore. But better yet, like, if you can't actually manage to capture him, I mean, Kevin's dad is obviously a fucking filthy, stinking fucking rich. You could fucking ransom him out to him.
He's a mobster. You don't want to do that. Those guys aren't going to fucking negotiate. They're going to come after you, and they're going to slowly chop you up. You're not going to fucking survive that,
like,
dude.
That's like that one show. What was it? With the Irish mobsters, where they're like, "We're going to take your kid." Like, it didn't work out good for those people.
Which show is that one? I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
It's got Arthur fucking, I want to say Grimsby, but that's the wrong word.
Yeah.
What the hell is that guy's name? Arthur Shelby. Yeah, it's got
Peaky Blinders. Peaky
Tommy
Blinders.
Shelby, yeah, Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, that doesn't work out there very good. Like, you just avoid the kid. Secondly, why don't you get out of New York City? Because that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
And then you just go to a bunch of small towns and steal their gas station money.
Yeah.
Because Kevin McAllister doesn't live there.
Exactly.
And then, what the hell is his brother doing? Did you see his pad? Are these guys some kind of like vicious land barons?
He was remodeling the place, is what they said.
Yeah, but do you see how many floors that son of a bitch
No, yeah,
had?
like how many fucking bedrooms, dude,
They're all mob family, man. They're all mob family.
Like there was probably like a fucking mob shootout in there, and so they just condemned the place for a while. Like, all right, well, it's been enough years. We can just fucking revamp it now.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have seen Sopranos. Like, these guys are above, like, These guys are like above Tony Soprano level. His house wasn't that nice.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah,
had
yeah.
less floors in the middle of like shitty Jersey. This guy's in like the middle of fucking New York City, and he's got like
He
4
owns
floors.
a fucking townhouse. Yeah.
Yeah, and like Andy has a pad in Paris.
Yeah. And
Like,
you know
this
he's got
guy
no.
is
You
the
know he's
mob.
got more places. So.
Yeah.
Well, this is.
Wouldn't it be really funny if it turned out that the dad, Kevin McAllister's dad, is just as like a snitch? He's like, I'll kill on you. You can't kill me. I'm your brother.
This is why Uncle Frank was supposed to be the bad guy in the first movie, where he was like the mastermind behind the whole like robbery and shit like that, and they cut all that shit. But like Uncle Frank's just like he's hiring these guys to kill Kevin because he doesn't like that little fuck either.
No, yeah. No,
And then he's now he's trying to he wants to get the brothers' money also, so they're trying to find that shit out, find out where it is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why did they stay in that shitty motel in Florida? Like they had a hotel there, right? They were just there because it was close to the airport. I mean,
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
it would have been easy just to get to the hotel, and then they could have stayed there and then gone back to the airport when they knew what they needed to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they stay at this shitty little fucking motel, and it's just like the worst. So
Well, I mean, if you want to start off with like what they could do better, the first thing is you do what my family did, which is like you tell the oldest you're in charge of the younger kids. Then you tell the next in line you're in charge of that guy, and you tell him if you fucking lose that guy, it's your ass. So what happens is you get like an entire bureaucracy of you're not gonna fucking want like it's basically just down to like I'm grabbing Daniel by one arm, dragging him through the store, and he's getting drugged, and my brother's got him by the other arm, and he's getting drugged because he can't keep up,
Yeah.
and that's what happens. So
I feel like the next
It is-
vacation they're definitely just baby Bjorn and Kevin, right? They're just like strapping him to dad. And
Oh
they're just-
God, no.
he's
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like full on fucking leash in that fucking kid. Like that kid is on a fucking dog leash. Like,
Nah,
I don't fucking
he's got to
care.
be like attached to you, like right up on you. Otherwise,
Right.
Kevin's getting loose.
I loved the burning with the fucking cheapskate on Uncle Frank.
Yeah,
I mean, I gotta say, like that shit would not have flown in my family. The kid, like, I'm sorry that I moved. Like that would have pissed my parents off.
yeah.
My mom would be like, "Wipe that fucking smug look off your face."
And even
Sleep
if you had a
outside
sincere
in the
fucking
goddamn
look, they would
snow.
still say you had a smug look just so they could smack you. Because they just really want to
No,
smack
they
you.
were pretty fair about that. I have a smug look all the time, so it happens.
Resting smug face.
Resting
I do have a
smug
resting
face.
smug face.
God damn it, Steve.
Just all the time. You know? But what are you gonna do? Like, I have smug thoughts now. Would I say that shit to Kevin under my breath? Hell no, that's not my style. I'd say it to his face. I would have told them all, "Fuck you, it was funny." I'm not apologizing for that. Did you see everybody laugh? Uncle Frank laughed so hard he shit his pants.
He had to take another shower.
Plus, that old lady, I'm pretty sure, is a pervert. So she got what she deserved when she got smacked with that off of that piano end.
God damn it.
Well, I learned that from Ricky from Trailer Park Boys. If you're ever having a problem, you just, you call somebody that and. What, Stanley? Okay.
So, I don't know, like, are there really, like, just crazy bird people out there like that lady?
I'm sure there are. I don't
Have you
know if there
seen
are.
Probably.
Lately, bud?
I mean,
in a way, it's like Snow White was a crazy bird lady. There's other,
was
it
she?
Yeah.
happens a lot in stories.
Yeah, it turns out this lady was just a Disney princess.
Oh, yeah, totally. Total
She was
Disney.
Pomerella.
Oh. Her story's sad.
What was her story again? She got dumped by somebody, and then she just
was-
decided that was
it was-
enough of that.
She was married to her husband, and he just was like, "I don't love you anymore." And then I think she just gave up. She wanted kids, and I don't know.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure I know what the real story was because all those bums are really good at making up stories. This is the real story. She started doing crack cocaine, and the guy's like, "You got to stop this shit," and she's like, "You can't tell me what to do." Then the guy's like, "All right, I'm leaving." Then she's like, "I knew you didn't love me this whole time."
He probably just had a problem with her. She had a bird problem, and he didn't like all the birds everywhere.
well, yeah,
He
he
had them
fucking-
all over the fucking
Well,
house.
yeah, no, the fucking poor guy had fucking asthma.
I
He's
mean,
literally
I
like
don't
telling
care
her
what
like,
Kelly did.
this shit is literally
No
fucking
bird.
killing me. You know, and yet she wouldn't get rid of those fucking birds. You know, she loved those fucking birds more than, you know, she loved him, you know, because the guy had asthma. And it was killing him,
Yeah,
you know.
and he had a bird allergy.
Yeah. You know?
You
So,
know,
like, it's fucking her fault. Like, she's the one who caused this. Alright? Like, everyone
Yeah,
always
that's
blames
it.
the guy, like when a marriage fucking fails. You know what? Sometimes it's not the fucking guy, alright? Sometimes it's just that fucking bitch. Okay?
She had a pretty decent place to live there, you know, inside the fucking concert hall.
I mean,
that was
honestly,
pretty
it's better
nice.
than mine. It's better where I live.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. I mean, I assume it was warm.
if Meredith from The Office can fucking make it, what the hell's this lady's excuse? I mean, like,
Yeah.
Meredith had way more fucking problems than that lady, and she's fucking killing it. She's getting everybody a steak deal.
I know. She
mean-
knew how to score.
You know,
Honey,
if she
Have you
would,
ever had sirloin steak?
Yeah, honey.
she could probably go back to Chicago with them and go out with that old dude next door to Kevin, right? He didn't have anybody. They're both lonely. There's birds in Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago. I don't know.
Wouldn't it be funny if he goes back there and meets John Candy from the Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
He'd be into that too.
guy wouldn't give a shit. Yeah,
No.
he'd be fine with it. We'll just get you cleaned up a little bit, darling. It's fine. Here, I used up all the towels, so here's a hand towel to dry yourself off with.
God
God
damn it.
damn it. It's so fucking terrible.
Oh, that's what he does in the show, Ricky. Have you seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
I have not.
We did a podcast on it. Were you not here for that
Yeah.
podcast?
Probably not.
No, he won't. That's too bad. That's okay. So yeah, I love. When I was a kid, this was my favorite Christmas movie. I
Yeah.
watched Sucker so many times, and I had a talk boy. So I tried to use it like Kevin, but the one they sold you didn't have like almost all the features that the one on the show has.
No, I just remember the battery compartment being different. I think it was able to do everything, right, Steve?
Yeah, you could slow and speed up the voices and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It really
Right.
depended on how you recorded it more than how you played it
Yes.
back.
Yeah.
Because you needed to
Yeah.
record it like, I think you had to record it super fast, and then you would play it normal, and it would be slow or something like that.
Right,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you'd have to do it a different way, and it would, or like record it slow, and it would be super high pitched. So it was just,
Yeah.
you know, and I don't know. Kids nowadays won't understand it, but tape recorders don't work as easy as you see in a fucking movie where you can just hit that fucking rewind
No.
button and get right back to where you were. You have to fucking
No.
search. It's ridiculous. It's not a like, oh, I'm gonna hit this button and it's gonna go right back to that song or this thing and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'm
No.
sure some people were pretty good at it, you know, but you wouldn't get like dead on. If you did, it would be like a 1 in 100 chance, or I don't know,
yeah.
you know, slim chance right there.
Yeah, and I mean the amount that kid was fast forwarding and rewinding and all that stuff, he's gonna tear that fucking tape up pretty quick.
Oh
so
god, yeah. It's just that
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
thing's gonna end up eating the fucking tape, and then it's gonna be fucked.
God, what
Yeah,
the hell happened to my
quite a
tape, my
few.
talk boy?
Well, that's what I was telling Eric. Like, I remember, you know, at some point, oh, I'm not using that toy anymore, or that stuffed animal. I'd either donate it or throw it away. And there's no way, as much as I got use out of my talk boy, would I have just thrown it away. So I'm guessing. Oh, yes, it did stop working because you know that little circle speaker. The
Yeah.
sound came out.
Uh-huh.
I remember that being loose, and it totally just was, you know, away from the wires.
Yeah.
So,
What did you guys do with
Wow.
your talk boys when you had them?
I did a lot of recording songs because I was always trying to get things off the the radio, but I
Mhm.
did a lot of talk shows. I remember, like at that time, a couple years in, Jenny Jones was a talk show,
Yeah.
and so we were doing the Jenny Jones show, and we didn't. Oh, we also did Love Connection with my stuffed animal.
It's pretty good.
Where so I would have like each stuffed animal be 3 different crushes that each be a different crush that I had at the time. And my friend would be the Love Connection host. All right, are you gonna be with Matt this time, or I don't know if Mel was the crush this time, but
Oh, damn it.
yeah, it was fun. Like the crowd went, oh, and cheering and stuff. So yeah,
I swear
I
to
don't think I
God.
did anything to frame anybody, like hide it behind a pillow or anything. I don't think I did anything like that, but that would have been fun to do.
Yeah.
Freaky.
I remember doing a lot of talk like radio shows, like because my dad would listen to Mark and Brian in the morning all the time, and those kind of like shock jock stuff. So I remember doing that kind of stuff, and then like recording stuff off of the radio, playing that back. I mean, I always wanted to fucking do something in broadcast or radio. So, didn't get a job like that, but hey, this is what we're doing now, and it's easier nowadays than anything. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got a way more expensive setup than a fucking $30 talk boy.
I don't think those were $30. I think they were like almost $100, weren't they?
No, I looked it up. It said $30.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Holy shit! I didn't realize they were that cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, I thought my grandma spent like $200 on it, but it turned
I
out
mean,
it
you
was
would
$100.
think so. Like with a fucking movie product like that, you would think would have to be expensive, right? And it's possible
Maybe
that
$30 was a shitload of money.
yeah,
'cause
there's
it's
that.
also what 93, 94
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah. And you think about it, and that's how much it was the MSRP. That doesn't mean that's what stores sold it at too. It could have been more expensive.
Oh, yeah.
The stores could have
Yeah.
jacked the prices up too. So, especially if they were a
Right.
big seller. I don't know if it was like a huge seller. I mean, I don't know what the big toy was that year, but I would imagine it wasn't the Talk Boy, but I know that like Cabbage Patch Kids and shit like that went for fucking, Furbies, all that shit went for hundreds of dollars when they started getting low in stock
Oh, yeah.
and
Oh,
hard to
Jesus,
get.
I
So,
know. Fucking, you never get away from that whole scalping fucking bullshit.
well, it wasn't even just scalping. Even back then, fucking stores would do it. They would
Yeah.
just raise the price on it because they knew everybody wanted it.
Yeah.
I don't know
Oh,
if there's
yeah,
like
my grandma would buy shit in like October for Christmas.
yeah.
So it just,
That's a good idea.
that's how you get away from scalping.
Yeah.
Is you just buy it like in October or September, and then you already have it. So like you could actually buy a couple extra and then scalp those.
Yeah. Yeah,
If you're a
unfortunately
piece of shit.
nowadays it's a lot harder to fucking do because once shit is released, like video game consoles or stuff like that, it's there's already bots buying them all up before you can fucking
Oh yeah.
get to them. So
And then they all say like, "There's nothing we can do," and it's like, "Yes,
Yeah.
there is. You
Yeah.
just guys don't want to do it."
well, eventually when the companies start losing money because nobody's paying for their services, online
Yeah.
services, buying DLC and things like that, buying the video games, then hopefully something will happen. Because that's when they'll start losing the money because they don't make money off the consoles. They make money off of everything else afterwards. Because a lot of times they
Yeah.
put those consoles out at a loss. So it's just, I don't know. Hopefully something happens. I know that I saw some new law in where, to kind of try to curtail the bots buying stuff like
Everything.
that. But it's like, I don't know how you actually fucking do that. There's no fucking way. If you don't have robots doing it, then you have fucking, you outsource that shit and have a bunch of people overseas buy a bunch of it for you and then, just have it shipped to a place. Then
Well, I
there's
mean,
then there's
they
a
could
human
do
buying
that.
it at that time. So
All you got to do is make it so that you can only buy like a limit per address. See, here's the thing: like, it isn't bots doing it, anyways. It's like like for GPUs, for instance, just miners.
yeah,
It's miners. Like what they're doing is like EVGA, for instance, is getting like an order of 10,000 GPUs, and then what's ended up happening is like they're like, oh, well, I could fiddly fart around and then try and sell these, like, and then have people RMA them and blah, blah, blah. Or I can sell 10,000 of these things.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing. And it sucks because, like, why can't they just make a GPU, like a mining GPU that's just for that works better than the normal GPUs?
Yeah, but people aren't
part of it
mining.
is-
People aren't mining with a console. You know, you're not pulling. I mean, you can, I guess, if you pull the shit apart.
Yeah,
but
oh,
a lot
yeah,
of times,
yeah.
what
I mean,
a lot of times what they're
there's
doing is
actually a
just selling that
decent-
shit on eBay and stuff.
oh, yeah,
so.
for sure. Most of that problem is likely just, that is the bots and the scalpers, I guess.
Yeah.
The GP, I don't know. I never really was like giving a shit about the consoles. I just know that the GPUs, they made like a shitload of them, and nobody has one.
Yeah.
So it just sucks. I mean, like, why the hell? Like I said, if you buy 2 of them, that's fine. But
Yeah.
then at the third one, go fuck you. You can't buy any more. I mean, or just be, honest. Like, hey, yeah, we sold it to all the scalpers.
Yeah.
I think what they should do is if you buy more than 3, jack the fucking price up a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Like triple the price on the third one and be like, hey, supply and demand, bitch.
Yeah. No, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure hookers do something like that.
God damn it.
God damn it.
Like, I'm really tired right now. I got to triple the price. Okay. I don't know. I mean, just like the scalping shit sucks. I'd like to. There's a big part of me that's like, I should just put on a Batman outfit, go on Craigslist, and be like, yeah, I want to buy your PlayStation, and then show up and beat the shit out of the guy and smash the PlayStation.
Damn it.
And then be like, Batman 2.0. Watch him be like, oh my God, this guy dressed up as Batman beat the shit out of me. He was really fat, though.
It was fat Batman.
He's the fattest Batman. He's like Chris Farley Batman is what it was. I think that's who it was, too. He said he was going to take me down to the van by the river.
Make me eat cheese.
You want to live in a van down by the river?
A steady diet of government issued cheese.
Yeah. So, boy, wasn't it nice back in the day when people, like little kids, played with toys?
Yeah.
Like an 8-year-old didn't have like a place. Wasn't like, Mom, I want a PlayStation 5. They're like, I really want the G.I. Joe action figure set with this and that, and then I want a BB gun.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've progressed. You know what I mean?
I don't believe we
'Cause
have.
I'm a lot more scared of a kid who's got a G.I. Joe action set and a BB gun than I am of a kid who's got a PlayStation.
Oh, yeah, because you know exactly what that kid with the G.I. Joe action figure and the BB gun's capable of because you were that kid.
Well, I mean, that's one of the stupidest things about their idiot crap with, like, video games cause violent behavior. It's like, no, that doesn't, dude.
No.
Kids who do violent behavior like video games.
Yeah.
That's, and then, I mean, not to mention, like, the desensitization thing is, like, total horse crap, because you could go get almost any of them and be like, all right, here, cut this kid open, and those kids are going to be like, no, I can't do that. Because that's, like, they've never done anything. They haven't killed any farm animals.
Yeah.
They're not like Ricky out there just slicing up deer.
Well, I mean, someone's got to fucking take care of them fucking goddamn shiesty-ass fucking deer.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just let them run around.
No,
That's
they're
not-
over there fucking nibbling on people's gardens and shit, bro. Like, just fucking shit up, bro. It's fucking running people's
Look,
vehicles.
If Ted Nugent hates them, they're probably terrible.
That's
all
what
I
I'm
gotta
saying.
say
You
about
know what I
that.
mean? I mean,
Yeah.
like, look at how many people have had their vehicles wrecked because of a fucking deer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've killed a whole bunch of them with a vehicle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? But then you go out there and you try to hunt them out in fucking public fucking land. Well, good fucking luck. They're fucking gone. You can't fucking find fucking any of them. Not even a fucking trace. And it's bullshit. And they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Fucking cockbites.
Those friggin' turds. Sorry, Kelly gave me an ice cream treat that has peppermint bark in it, And I'm over here like, oh. This is a holiday season. Santa Claus getting high, eating candy. All right.
That's
sorry, guys.
not how the song goes.
It is to
That's
Eric.
what I hear every time.
It is to
Same with
Eric.
Ricky. Ricky's heard getting high in there before. That's
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
subliminal
totally,
messaging.
totally. It's just like a fucking, just a totally given,
See,
part of it.
That's why Santa flies his sled so high, because he's actually just ripped on mushrooms.
Oh, he is, dude. He's absolutely just
Yeah.
fucking just out of his gourd.
Yeah.
Does
I
that
heard
mean
it-
he's
I heard
actually
it
even
off of a
flying him?
podcast.
Does he actually flying a fucking sled then, or is he just like sitting in his yard in a fucking a wagon?
Of course he's sitting in his yard. He's like Aladdin. where he's just drunk, passed out on an expensive carpet in some rich guy's house, and he's just like, "Oh, hey, GD." Except he's like, "I'm gonna put this present up this woman's, chimney."
Yeah, he's actually just some person's fat, lazy uncle. And
It's an uncle.
you want to get real
I think
about
she's
it.
Santa again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean,
shit,
getting
he's dressed
stuck
up
in the
as Santa.
chimney, doesn't this sound like someone's fat, druggy uncle?
Oh yeah. That's
Talking
fucking
about
funny.
elves, because he's just a racist bastard, and that's what he calls little people.
Or he's talking about the clockwork elves. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's high.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
He's like, listen, I heard it on an episode of Saint Rogies. Okay, he's talking about the clockwork elves. And that's what happens. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Santa Claus was real. I mean, I think he's real. At one point. And
At one point,
Well, no, think about this. Like, if you're a guy, all right. This is going to be a little controversial, but I think Santa Claus might have been a little bit of a troll. All right? Think about this. Imagine forcing people to be nice to their shitty kids on purpose. Yeah. What better way to do it than make them in the dead of winter when everybody, P.S., back in those days was poor as fuck all winter long. He's like, hey, guess what? I'm going to make you cough up money in the dead of winter to pay for shit for these kids. And then he guilts everybody into doing it. That sounds like an elaborate troll plan.
Yeah.
Am I being too cynical? Is that too cynical of an outlook?
I mean, wasn't the whole thing like something else? Like, wasn't he a saint or some shit that gave like food and shit like that to poor people and shit back in the day? And
he
then
could still be a troll just by being a nice guy, and he just has to not be out like he did. I mean, Gerald seemed like a nice guy,
who
but
the
it
fuck's
turns
Gerald?
out what?
Who the fuck's Gerald?
Skank. What's his name? Skank Hunt. I can't remember the whole numbers.
Oh, Gerald. Okay, there you go. Yep,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about now. Yep.
Gerald seemed nice.
Okay,
He
yeah.
did stuff for poor people. He represented Kenny, I'm sure, at least once. He helped turn his son into a dolphin. No, wait,
true.
he turned into a dolphin.
He turned
Yeah.
into a dolphin.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he helped his son achieve his dream of being an NBA star.
It's true.
I mean, that seems like a pretty good guy. Now, how did he go about it? Was it a shitty way? Well, I mean, debatable for sure.
Randy would have done it better.
And he just would have showed, we're going to let my kid play in the NBA. I've got a whole bunch of weed and cocaine. And they're like, in. You didn't even have to offer the weed, just the cocaine.
Oh man.
Kick him in the nuts. I love that guy. He's a fucking character. Anyway, so yeah, oh my god, why didn't they do this for fucking South Park?
Home Alone?
Oh god, who do you think would have been the two guys from, the two crooks?
Are there criminals in South Park, like regular guys that are on there? Like
Obviously,
in
in my opinion,
Simpsons.
it would be like Randy and somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's kind of how South Park does
Well,
it.
maybe it'd be like, what is it? What's Kenny's dad's name?
Mr. McCormick.
That poor
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. I mean, Mr. McCormick, and then maybe maybe Butter's dad, because Butter's a pretty fucked up person, and so is Butter's dad.
Well, so the two
Stuart.
kids, it would
Stuart.
obviously be Butters and it wouldn't be Cartman because he's too smart. Then again, you could see him falling for all these traps.
I was thinking Cartman. I was thinking Cartman would be the Macaulay Culkin,
kid, yeah.
and he's like doing stuff
that's
that's.
kind of what I keep thinking.
And it's not even like I feel like it's going to be no-name criminals because Cartman's actually going to be killing people.
Yeah.
He's going to think that this is the way all this shit works. Like he's going to try the actual things and fucking crush somebody's skull with a, fucking.
It's just him running
axle
over
and shit.
people with a car.
Yeah.
Just like they fall in, and he's like, chili.
I feel like he'd be
Delicious
he'd be
chili.
trying to lure people into the house just so he could do this shit. Like, yeah. So he's just, he's fucked up.
Well, yeah, he definitely is.
There's just random hippies that he
Yeah.
gets to try and steal shit.
He's like putting
Puts in,
shit in the
free
window.
bead signs and stuff.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't know what I'm gonna do. This door won't lock.
Oh, hey, I'm really scared. That shit to me was like, how the hell did you guys not know that's what he was doing?
Especially
I mean,
since he did
literally
it the
was like-
first time.
Yeah.
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 Well, then again, if you're getting your ass kicked by a little kid, like, what are you gonna do? You're obviously too dumb to just even be alive.
They were smart enough to escape prison, apparently. I don't know what the fuck was going on there. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then, like, how did they get to New York? Because, like, they committed the crimes in Chicago. Would they not have stayed in an Illinois state prison kind of thing? Or did they commit crimes across America, and that's just where they got stuck at that time?
My theory is once they escaped the Chicago prison, they're like, we're not gonna stay here. Let's go to the big city. There's gonna be big money there. I
Yeah.
don't know.
No, that makes sense.
How far is that from Chicago? I mean, planes, trains, and automobiles, they took planes, trains, and automobiles. It only took them a couple days.
Drive. It is 12 hours, so it's not that long.
Oh, yeah, you could make that. I mean, all you
Yeah.
got to do is just get in the right truck.
Yeah. You know, I think is it Harry? Fucking Daniel Stern's character? No, that's the other one. Marv. I think his idea of just robbing the fucking hotel would have been a better idea, though.
Oh no, yeah, totally.
I mean, you have to I guess if they don't know how to get into safes, that would be a problem. But they could have stolen a costume, a uniform or a couple of uniforms, and just acted like fucking, bellhops and shit, and gotten into people's rooms. I could see them, like, one of them is definitely going to dress as a fucking housekeeping person just because it's fucking stupid and it's a comedy. So
yeah.
So yeah, they
Like a tight little maid outfit.
yeah.
You know what? I think if Joe Pesci would have dressed up as a little kid, Tim Curry would have followed him into the back room.
You probably would
Jesus
have.
Christ.
Oh man.
The opening scenes, he's like, "Who is this young man?"
Yeah, he was just he was like giving him
Okay.
fucking the eyes. It was like, do no little kids walk in there? Like, what if they're like run in before their parents? He's just like instantly like honed in on this one child.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on to you.
Yeah.
You're walking by yourself.
I already
It's
know
probably
there's a
the
problem.
off-season. I mean, he kills kids in the sewers. The rest of the time, I've seen a movie about it.
Documentary.
Documentaries are different things in this on this podcast. Don't you remember?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sometimes I don't pay
Whoa.
attention. You guys do that. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, so he's just like, yeah, I clown in the off season. No, this is my.
Nope.
Unless
You
we
lose
lost him
Erik?
again. But
Whoop. Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would be difficult to get into the safes, though. You could steal shit from inside. Like, the way they were stealing stuff at other places.
Oh, no,
is-
yeah, like...
They weren't
like,
stealing anything particularly valuable
like,
at anywhere
if they
else.
were
So.
to actually dressing up as the maid would be the best one because people leave their luggage and their shit there all the time. I'm like a lot of people when they travel, they're gonna bring like cashier's checks and shit like that instead of actual fucking money. They're not gonna bring everything with them. They leave that shit locked up in their fucking room. So you go in there and you fucking steal a bunch of shit like that, jewelry, fucking crap like that they've left in there that they don't want to be wearing at that moment in time. Like, they'd fucking make out really good if they just fucking dressed up as the fucking maids, went in there and just fucking robbed people's rooms.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been way fucking easier. They could have just taken the fucking kid and fucking thrown him out the fucking window. Like, oh my god, this kid committed suicide. Like, holy fucking shit.
The movie got super dark.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And then,
Um,
like, boom, fucking all their worries are fucking over. They just fucking hit up a fucking fat casino, fucking, or not casino, but, hotel heist, and I mean, then we're set.
and instead, they go and, rob a fucking... A toy store that seems pretty good. They're going to give all that money to kids, and now they're going to steal all the money from kids. It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's fucking...
Pretty fucked up. Also, why the fuck would you leave all that money in the fucking cash register at night? I don't fucking care. I don't care what time of year this is. You
Yeah,
fucking put that shit in a
guy's just-
safe.
Yeah, I know. That fucking toy owner was fucking stupid as shit.
And who doesn't just go deposit all that shit anyways? Like they're talking about not like they're not going to deposit money on Christmas Eve. You're fucking depositing money on Christmas Eve. They have those drop boxes outside of banks. You drop a fucking the secure envelope thing in there, and then they'll deposit it the next day they're in there.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever. Even but this place isn't going to do that because they're going to donate the money over. But still,
Well, you go put that shit in your fucking safe.
at that point, he could still go and take the money, deposit it, write a check for the fucking school or for
Yeah.
the hospital.
Yeah.
He knows how much money is there, so he just writes a check. It's all going to be in there. It'll be fine. But, I don't know. It's a dumb plot device, that is there for some reason. And, I don't know. It was a dumb way to do that. But, I guess it worked. I think it would have been funnier if the scene, the booby trapping scene was all inside of the toy store, though.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah.
'Cause there's some crazy shit you could've done in there.
Because you would have had, like, so much better, like, just, like, access to, like, so much better fucking shit, like, fucking toy armies and shit, fucking pretty much going out there fucking just destroying the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been way fucking better.
Yeah,
But-
that would have been.
No,
Yeah, kind of. Keep
Yep.
talking.
I decided to like take a chill pill there for a second.
Nice. Yeah, so we're saying I feel like it would be
Starlink soon?
what?
I might be getting Starlink soon.
Nice. You got an email?
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm just gonna move out into the woods.
Eric, you already live in the woods.
Even more in the woods.
I mean, even more.
So we were talking about I think it would have been cool if they would have done the booby trap part inside of the toy store. Because there's so much shit he could have done with all the toys and all the crazy shit there to fuck with these guys. I know it wouldn't have been as, violent and, like big heavy things and shit, but there's some funny shit he could have done to him in the toy store. So
For sure.
I'm sure there's BB guns and all that crap there.
Oh, yeah. No, the fucking flying fucking planes and the RC fucking...
Yeah, he could have
Shit
RC'd
there.
him and stuff. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it's totally more up his alley being a kid than all the stuff he came up with in the house.
No, yeah, exactly.
Kind of psycho. Like, I'm like, Eric, where's he finding all this stuff? Like,
And how does he know how to rig
Seriously,
this shit
like-
up? Like, what the fuck is this
Yeah.
kid doing in his fucking free time? Like,
I
holy
know.
fuck.
it's like at least at the in the house, it seems a little bit more like, oh yeah, step on ornaments, like
Yeah.
my little toys. But this is just like
Some
hardcore
sadistic fucking
stuff.
shit.
Do you know
And
what-
then
Shadowing his dad at
more
work.
of the mob.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like, what the fuck, dude? I mean,
Yeah. Do you know?
He's been shadowing his dad at work.
Do you know how many bodies
Dad
are buried in
told
that
him not to.
in the fucking foundation of that place that they're renovating?
oh god, yeah.
Yeah, and I was thinking, and it was it's because it was in the not Friday the 13th of the Nightmare on Elm Street thing. When he was turning all the lights on, I'm like, oh, which one's gonna blow up? I totally forgot that was fucking Nightmare on Elm Street, and not this, because they have the whole Home Alone scene at the end of that movie. And I'm like, which one of these bulbs is gonna blow up in his face? And I was like, oh yeah, no, that's not this movie. He's gonna light his head on fire. That's right.
Damn, Steven.
So, yeah.
That shit would hurt getting your head lit on fire.
Yeah, all that shit would have hurt.
Oh, God,
Well, I
yeah.
mean, the shit down the stairs, like, oh my god.
Yeah.
You know, the bar at the end where it falls down the stairs, that's a face shot. That
Yeah.
looked to me like it just
Well-
hits them, just jacks them straight in the fucking face.
Just crushes their
Yeah.
skulls.
Yeah.
Like, he really got him in that scene. Obviously, the whole part, but whole scenes that he's getting him. But like, you know, the 1-2 paint cans they caught, and you're like, haha, you're not gonna get it. And then it's like, bam, here it goes. You're gonna hit your head on the 2 previous cans that you caught earlier because you were onto it. So you still got hit by those, and then on the ground, and then that. It's just.
Oh man. Painful.
I love how that chest didn't just tip over, because I feel like it would have actually hit harder if it tipped over.
Oh yeah, yeah. When he got pulled
Tool
on.
chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looked so cool going down the steps. I actually was trying to rig it up because my dad had one of those at the shop, and he wanted to know why we were taking all the stuff out of it because it was on the bottom floor. And I'm like, well, I want to see what happens when we throw this down the stairs. And he's like, what? And
Yeah,
I was
are
like,
those-
"Well, we're gonna-"
Are those workers fucking unloading that thing to get it up there to go do the thing instead of just loading the tool belt up to take it up? Because I mean, those things are fucking heavy as hell. You know,
Yeah, I kind of got the impression that was the guy's personal tools.
and he's just like, but like, wouldn't you leave that on your lower floor, or do they have an elevator in that place? I mean, maybe it's got an elevator. I don't know.
Well, I mean, like the boxes themselves aren't like. The
No,
heaviest
no,
thing
no.
in the
But
world.
like, he's got to empty that whole thing out to bring it up there, and I feel like this is
Yeah.
just a fucking hassle, especially if he's not going to leave it up there. He's probably
Well,
doing his
yeah, I
work in the
always
basement.
Imagined he had like a little
His
like
work.
workshop up there.
Yeah. Yeah, his work. Well, yeah, you want to do it in the basement because the concrete walls and stuff are gonna stop the noise. You
And
know, a lot
also, you
better.
can have like a furnace down there for easy disposal.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Want to have easy disposal.
It's easier to get the stuff out of the back in the alley there because there's a doorway right into it. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know why there wasn't ever a Home Alone 3? It's because the guy's brother found out what those guys were doing.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna get rid of these fucking guys this time. Because I don't think they even knew, the other people even knew that anybody broke in.
Probably not.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be funny if he's yelling at Kevin for being a snitch?
Well,
What
I
are
mean,
you
Kevin
telling these
did get a
cops
hold
for,
of
you
cops
fucking
multiple
snitch?
times.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
You
it's
call me
like-
up. I'm gonna take care of him. All right. You don't fucking call these cops. What the
Uh-huh.
fuck's wrong with you?
Exactly.
Uncle Rob, they're gonna rob the candy store, and he's like, "No, I'll tell you what to do. You rob the candy store first.
Then
That'll
you
show
blame
those
it
guys."
on them after the cops show
Yeah.
up.
No,
What
you
the
don't.
fuck's wrong with you, kid?
You don't-
This is fucking 101 shit here.
You don't blame it on somebody else. You don't talk to the cops. All right.
Yeah,
You didn't do
I
nothing.
gotta
You didn't
say,
see nothing.
Blaming it on the thing would actually work, though.
Yeah. Especially since they are both criminals and just escaped prison.
Yeah.
So.
Just escape prison.
Wow. So shithead Home Alone, like that's like a real sophisticated criminal. Shithead McAllister. He's just like, instead of being like a semi-decent kid who just doesn't want to listen to a bunch of shit off his parents.
I was kind of hoping that new, because there's a new Home Alone that just came out this year.
Oh,
It doesn't have Macaulay Culkin in it, as
of
far
course
as I
it
can tell.
doesn't.
I was kind of hoping that would have Macaulay Culkin, and he's just like fucking talking about how he just destroyed these two old fucks when he was a kid to his grandkids or whatever. To his,
Then
let's
his
see.
grandkids end
I
up
guess
getting
he's
left, maybe
probably
home
his kids.
alone.
Yeah, his kids probably. He's not that
Yeah.
old. I'm trying to think. I was like, that's right. He's not that old. So his kids, so he's just like telling his kids about how he fucked these guys up, with all these paint cans and shit like that. So, and then they get robbed later on. I doubt they're gonna get Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern back for another one for that. So, but
No.
I wouldn't think so.
it looks like in the new one they got Buzz. Is all they got in that thing.
Oh wow, the least favorite of most.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
At least in the IMDb thing. I haven't watched it. I don't know if I will. So, but it's probably not good.
I can't imagine.
I mean, I've heard lots of stuff about it not being good, but
Yeah.
you never know.
never know
you
until
hear
you
that about
personally
some
fucking watch
shows.
it.
Yeah, you hear that about shows, and then you're like, this wasn't a piece of shit at all. What the hell are they talking about?
Yeah, but then you hear shows that are hella fucking good, and you're like, this was a fucking total fucking dumpster fire here. Like, what the fuck was this bullshit?
Some of the time it's like, this goes beyond dumpster fire. This is like somebody came into my house, took a shit, set it on fire, and then completely doused my house with like shitty water. Just because it's so bad. It's just so offensive.
Yeah.
I don't like that kind of show. They're no fun.
Yeah,
So,
it's got a 3.6 on fucking IMDb, so starting out great.
3.6
Out of 10.
Oh,
Damn.
well, the way to tell is you just go on Rotten Tomatoes, and if the critics, not the audience, if the critics say it's really good, avoid it, because that seems to be the way that works. Like, there's so many of them where it's like that Pixels movie. Oh, this is a terrible movie. Oh, I hate it. And then it turns out it was good.
Nobody liked it.
Nobody liked
16% from critics, 12% from audience.
Holy
So,
shit.
Nobody
The new
liked
Home
it.
Alone was that bad?
Yeah. I will have to eventually watch it for the podcast, I assume. But we'll give it a couple of years. That way we don't give it like traction of somebody watching it when it came out. So they don't try to make another one of it.
Oh, Jesus, right. Do I need to be
Yeah, that's
encouraging
pretty
these
fucking
motherfuckers?
bad.
What was that, Ricky?
Yeah.
So I said we really don't need to be encouraging these motherfuckers.
Yeah. Just let it die. Let it go. It's done. All right. They've tried multiple times. This isn't the first time they've tried to make another Home Alone. And it just hasn't worked at all. Like most of them were all made for
Until
TV
you get the original
movie stuff or whatever.
Macaulay Culkin playing his child self, but as an adult.
You want him to
and then
be the
just
child
don't-
self?
Yeah, and then just don't acknowledge the fact that it's just adult him playing his child self. Then don't even fucking attempt it unless you're willing to do that, which is what the internet has said is what needs to be done. Then don't even fucking attempt it.
Hey, I mean, the de-aging stuff that they used on like Samuel L. Jackson and Captain Marvel was pretty great. So maybe.
And Brad Pitt
Yeah.
on Benjamin Button.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, come on. They could do it.
He doesn't look that
impossible.
old anyways.
It's not impossible.
It just looks rough.
God. Well, years of heroin abuse will do that to you.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Yeah,
All
I mean,
right.
that's, imagine having that much money and still being that fucked up.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
Couldn't
like,
you
why
pay
don't you
for a
just go out there and
therapist?
just buy yourself a fucking nice, like, fucking 1,000-acre plot of land, go live like a fucking hermit for a few fucking years, and then you're good.
Some people do that. Some actors do that.
You just pay an older guy to say, quit being a baby and slap you in the face a couple times, and then you suck it up.
Mhm.
That's how you get over it.
Can
Nothing
I
else you can do beyond that.
can I pay Bill Murray to do that to me?
Probably.
Because I mean, I think he'd probably be the best suited for something like that. You know what I mean?
I was thinking somebody like Goldberg.
Oh, Goldberg.
You don't want your head knocked off.
You see my head? That would really get in there.
Your head wouldn't knock off, but I'm talking like a normal human being.
You watch like you see him hit me, and my feet just fly off the
Yeah.
ground. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, this is exactly what I needed. I need to just get it together.
Damn it. All right, what rating did you guys give this?
I'm gonna give this is a 5-star movie for me.
I'd say 4.5.
I gave it 3 stars.
It's not a bad rating from Ricky.
That's high praise from Ricky.
You know, it's nostalgia.
4.5 stars for me also. Next week's movie is Ricky's Choice. What are you going to choose?
So I'm going to choose the new Grinch movie.
So it's Dr. Seuss's The Grinch.
Yes, not
the
the
Illumination
live
one.
action with fucking the weird dude, but the animated one.
The 2018 one. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
the one with Benedict Cumberbatch, right?
that's the one.
Yes.
Okay.
Benedict Cucumber Patch.
Cucumber. Okay. We need to change it from Benedict to something more insulting, but that's a good one, Ricky. The Cucumber Patch is the best last name.
I mean, it's either going to be a big disappointment or a fucking pleasant surprise. I don't know. Lady's going to have expectations if you got a last name like that. I'm just saying, all right?
Yeah, no
See, even
shit.
Stanley agrees.
All right.
Damn, that was a perfect timing, too.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you guys like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Heroic Adventure Productions, twitch.tv/StarGuidePlays, and youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions. You can follow us on Twitter @HEP Gaming. Follow me on Twitter @Turkadur. Follow Eric.
On Twitter at Quick and Severe.
Follow Kelly.
On TikTok at mama.muffins and Instagram at muffins08.
You can follow Ricky.
At Immiger at Lucian92.
You can follow Jason on Twitter @Unbelievable1. You can also email us at Steve, Eric, Kelly, Jason, and Ricky @HAPgaming.com. Each one of those names individually @HAPgaming.com. You can find all the stuff I've been saying in the description on youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions and twitch.tv/StarGuidePlays. That's going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys next week as we talk about Dr. Seuss's The Grinch. And join us next week as we play some video games. It'll be fun. So 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time is when all those things start. So check those out Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.